This 6 episode format has got to go, man. It's so frustrating because the first 3 episodes of the show were actually so good. I said in my review for those 3 episodes, they were charming, they were fun. And in the next 3 episodes, although they still had some of that charm and fun, they turned into this cornball show, this very cheesy show. It started to remind me of a CW show, and not in a good way at all. There were elements of those episodes that were good, but for majority of it, I was like, this doesn't feel like the same 3 episodes that I watched in the first half. You can point to Alden's character, Ezekiel, over here to just kind of summarize everything that went wrong with those last 3 episodes of Ironheart. This guy, I was like, oh my god, I like seeing Alden here. He's playing this very charming dude, yeah. And then he just becomes a CW villain. He starts shooting lightning out of his hands and just turns into this very generic and boring villain that gets taken over. And it's like, wait, where was the character that I liked in the first 3 episodes? This change is so sudden because saw what they were doing in those first 3 episodes. They were building his character. Riri was giving him confidence. Like, oh, I see where you're going with that. You could build to something, to Riri building her own villain. And they just rush it completely. I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this suit. It reminds me too much of her Wakanda Forever suit. I think it's just the mask. I like the paint job. I think it's the mask though. I really wish she just left the mask from her old suit. Or just give this suit a new paint job. I made a separate video about this, but this crew is so annoying. They killed one of the most interesting members of this crew, John. Parker's still here, sure, he's interesting. He kind of turns into a cornball villain by the end of it all. The rest of this team, besides Riri, are just cannon fodder. They're so annoying, and I just couldn't wait. I was like, are we ever gonna kill them? Why isn't anybody killing them? Why is Parker just letting people go? He killed Eric Andre. Eric Andre was in this show. You could have kept him and had more fun with him than all the other members here. Finally, in the final episode, Sacha Baron Cohen makes his appearance as Mephisto. Finally, Mephisto is on screen. He's in the show. He's in the MCU. And it's like, dude, you left it right for the end again. Maybe see you in the future. I don't know if we'll see you in the future. I don't know where he's going to make another appearance in what project. I don't know if Ironheart is going to get a season 2 because of how things are going. I hope it does, because it's still a decent show, even though I didn't really vibe with the last 3 episodes as much as I loved the first 3 episodes. The Ironheart show is a tale of two halves for me. The first half, the first 3 episodes were pretty good, really got me into it. The second half, it devolved kind of a lot. There were still some really interesting moments, and Dominic Thorne, she's a star. Would love to see her again, maybe in another project, maybe in Ironheart Season 2. I would like an Ironheart Season 2, but it's like, damn, the 6 episode format once again lets down a pretty good start to a show.